It's still my birthday month. Just thought I'd remind you. So this week, I have Shashaa Tirupati. She's a playback singer and one of AR Rahman's proteges. She's known as the Humma Girl and sang for films like Okay Kanmani, Half Girlfriend, Jab Harry Met Sejal, Solo, Tumari Solu, and many more. She's now got a bunch of original songs of her own under her belt, and she's here on Made in India to introduce you to a very different side of her musical journey as we talk about her Indian classical roots, being part of AR Rahman's choir, quitting pre-med to pursue her music career, winning a national award, and more. Let's take a listen to what Shasha's got in store for you.
Hi, this is Shashaa Tirupati, and I'm on Made in India with Maed. And here's our first song. It's called String of Air. I have Ravi, Prakash on electric guitars, and I've got Gaurav, Gerera on acoustic. Back to black and you to soft. Back to black and you to soft. Ooh, you just felt right. A moment I never had to hide under the me corroded. I hung from a string of air tied to your patience bear as you flip through my pages to not once confined. But to read between the lines, read between the lines. Oh, how the heart makes the mind all fuzzy, like mercury you stuck till the day dried up. And as my head hung far, I was back to black and you to soft. 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 'Cause ours was a story of black and light. 'Cause ours was a story of black and light.
Oh my God. Welcome to the studio, Shashaa. And
Thanks,
like she
Ravi.
mentioned before, Ravi is on electric and we've got Gaurav on acoustic. Thank you guys for being in the studio.
Thanks for having us, May.
So I actually met you because I was hosting Vasudha Sharma's press album launch thing, and you came up to me and you were all like, "I love your vibes, man." And
Yeah,
I'm like,
I remember.
Thanks.
I do. I loved how you've hosted the entire event. And I love your accent. I was like, oh, she's North American. Ah! So I just felt so at home.
It's so freaky because I'm one of these weirdo international school people from the Middle East. Yeah. I've never even been. So yeah, my class teacher when I was really young was Canadian. And then like
Canadian, eh?
yeah, we're gonna find out about your roots, girl. So actually, one of the things through the show I really like to discover and for people to discover is your origin story, right? Like, so where it all began. And you grew up in Canada, right? In Vancouver, correct?
Yes.
Correct. But you were born in Srinagar.
Yeah.
What? When did you move, man?
Yeah. So I was about eight months. Like, what a great beginning, right? 8 months old when my family moved to Canada. And I was the first child. And I was there, raised completely. And then I was around, I guess, 8-ish when my parents brought me to India to train in Hindustani classical music.
Yeah. So actually you started singing, and that's one of the things that your parents heard you sing a rendition of like a Lata Mangeshkar song when you're like 6 years old?
Yes,
Yeah?
yes. There was a song of Lata ji's called Jao Re Jogi Tum Jao Re. And there was a little run in the song. And I was just playing with like my brothers, like with cars, like tow trucks.
Yeah.
And I was just randomly singing that. You know, there was like a ta-na-na-na-na-na-na. There was this little, and my mom's like, oh, फिर से गा. She's like, what the hell was that? She's like, so I sang it again. Like I was just playing. I was like, na na na. And then she's like, wait, hold that thought.
My God.
Yeah, she ran inside. She called my dad and she's like, suniye isse. And then she's like, beta वापस से गाना, you know, like how children are like, you know, that little display puppy.
Monkey dance.
Yeah, monkey dance. Yeah, totally. So I did it again. And my dad's like, हमारे घर में कलाकार है. So, I mean, I think that was like the life-changing story, me playing with my brother's tow trucks and my mother overhearing me.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they're like, we have a prodigy among us.
Yeah, that's how they used to portray me, although I was like far from a prodigy.
Oh, man, come on. You're incredible. You're a really good artist. And I obviously completely stalked you. And I'm like, oh, my God, like the stuff that you've done, which we're going to go through right now. So one of the things was that obviously when your mom and dad kind of realized this about you, I think you were like 10 years old or something when you came back to India, and then you were in Varanasi and Allahabad as well.
Yeah.
And you were studying Hindustani classical up and down. So you were traveling up and down between India and Canada quite a lot.
Yes. So my teacher was in Allahabad, and we met Jasraj actually in Canada.
Yeah.
And he heard me sing, and he suggested that my parents bring me to Allahabad. And then afterwards, I went on to learn from Girja Devi ji in Varanasi. So yes, there was a lot of shuttling. My parents relocated, and then there were visa issues, so I had to go back because I'm Canadian.
Yeah.
So I couldn't live here for more than 6 months. So we would keep going.
Yeah.
I know. So I'd keep going back. But I was also studying in Allahabad. So my studies were like all over the place at the time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and I was in a convent school in Allahabad as well. Yeah.
That doesn't sound like a good thing.
No, it wasn't. I didn't make too many friends. It was like an all-girls school, and they would all make fun of my accent. I mean, that used to like just. So I just
me too.
Yeah, I just went under like a shell, and I think that's where creating music kind of happened for me.
Yeah.
That really it was like a blessing in disguise.
It's so weird, like through pain and like melancholy is where you end up being the most creative. You're like, why do I have to be really screwed to be able to make music?
But it's true.
It is. And it's some of the most amazing songs come out of that, man.
For sure.
So you were actually a topper in like school, and you're a bit of a nerd. And I heard that there was, well, from whatever I've heard, that you got like a full scholarship to be a neurosurgeon, right? At uni?
For undergrad, yes. So I was at Simon Fraser University in Burnaby, which is in British Columbia. And I got 7 scholarships into university.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
7 scholarships.
Old story.
I bet like a half one.
Yeah, so I got a major entrance scholarship. That was like $24,000. And then I kind of broke my parents' dreams because I dropped out when I was doing my pre-med. Because I heard Guru Rahman sirs, and that just, and that kind of like messed with my head and my heart all at once. And I was like, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, I heard about it. There were like 2 songs that you were super obsessed with for like months.
Oh, still am.
Yeah?
Yes. Jage Hain Der Tak and Tere Bina Bhi Swadi.
So basically, you went to your parents to be like, I love AR Rahman and I'm dropping out of pre-med. Like,
yeah.
Seriously?
Pretty much, yeah. And I locked myself up in my bedroom and I was like, unless and until you let me go to Bombay, that's where I thought Sir lived. So unless you
I don't even know where he is. It's like, just like Sasha roaming the streets going, Rahmanso.
Well, I thought I'm going to come here, and I just wanted to be ready for him. So so initially I thought he was here. After I came here, I found out he wasn't. Yeah. But then I was like, I can't just go to him and sing anything. So I wanted to be ready. And I didn't have much studio experience. I mean, I did a lot of live gigs at that time. Yeah. And so I came, and then I just started doing like a lot of ad work and a lot of jingles and a lot of flop movies. And I just kept singing behind the microphone till I felt that, okay, I think I can show my face now. That kind of thing. Yeah.
I heard that like one of the things that kind of there's a little bit of that struggle before like actually like AR Rahman like kind of discovered you in like a weird, bizarre way that I don't know if you want to name names, but someone very in quotes, prominent in the music industry, told you had a bad voice?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Yeah. He told me that, playback wali awaaz nahi hai. So, you should consider like an alternate career. And that's when I went on to finish like my MBA in marketing because I was like, "Chal theek hai." But I mean, simultaneously, I wanted to stay connected to music. I was like, "Theek hai, awaaz kharab hai, to theek hai, gaane banate hain na." Like, it was just that. So I was like, okay, I'm going to start composing. Like, I was already writing my own music when I was 15. I mean, since I was 15. But I think at that point I was like, okay, let's record like professionally. Usse pehle it was like an Audacity or something, or just on the phone, and like we're all putting stuff together, and there's like this shit latency in the audio, and everyone's starting like 1.2 seconds earlier just to beat that.
Yeah.
So that's when we started. But yeah, during that temporary hiatus from singing, I did go into writing my own music, and then we had Javi.
I can't believe you stopped singing for 2 years.
Yeah, I did take it to heart, but I'm stubborn as well. Like, I'm a Capricorn, right?
Yeah.
I mean, unless you don't believe in that shit. But
No, throw it at me, man. I'm Sagittarius, so yeah.
Oh, when?
December 17th.
21st.
Oh, party together, girl.
I know. So, despite the fact that I stopped singing at that point, I stayed connected to music, and I started composing until Rahman Sir happened. And,
Yeah. He actually saw you performing at Coke Studio. Is that right?
I auditioned for him. I auditioned for Coke Studio for the choir.
Yeah.
There's like a Hindustani choir. And my friend called me and he's like, yeah, so sir's auditioning for Coke Studio, and would you want to do it? No, I was like, I'll sweep the floors, or, I'll go and I'll do anything there. I'll dust, right, if he's standing there, I'll just dust the microphone, or, whatever you tell me to do, as long as we're like in the same room. And I mean, I was like, I'll do anything. I'll be there. I'll come and audition. And I was totally out of practice at this point, right? I mean, I stopped singing.
Yeah.
So I've turned the tanpon on for the first time in like 2.5 years, and I sound like utter crap, man. And I was like, what am I going to do? And then 1 week, I practiced so hard that 1 week, and I lost my voice by the time the audition date was there.
You're joking.
And, yeah, so that happened. And then I go inside and I sing like crap again. And I come out and I was like, you blew it, bro. And I cried. And then a week later, I get a call from MTV saying that, hey, you've been selected. I was like, I am always going to keep a crap voice from now on. So
it worked.
It worked. And I actually, Rahman Sir said that one. So the first time I go to record for him. Okay, so wait, let me go back. So
rewind.
So I made it through. 7 of us were selected from amidst 30. And okay, so we were rehearsing. Everyone was there, like Shivamani and Mohini on bass, and like the entire team's there.
That's
I know. And hum ghareeb sa ek, like 7 girls ka choir was standing on like there on the left side. And, and he just randomly stopped in between rehearsals, and he just looked towards us. Ki inko bhi thoda bhav de deta hu. And then he's like, which one of you is Sasha? And I was like, beta, those 2 years you've not practiced, na? You're out. And I was like, full bass choir harmonies I was singing, and that's what I thought. Like, I mean, in my head, this is all going on, and I forgot to respond.
He had a problem with you or something.
Yeah. So I was like, somebody put your hand up and say you're Sasha. It's not me. No one did, and they're all like
pointing at you.
Yeah,
right?
and everyone's pointing at me.
Oh.
So at that point, I was like, and he didn't react. He just looked back at Siva. He's like, hey, Siva, that part that you were playing before this, So I was like, what was that? So that bothered me all night. I couldn't sleep. Next morning,
he didn't say anything.
He didn't say anything.
He just said, "Who's Sasha?"
Yeah, that's it. And he just went like that, and then he went back to Shivamani.
So that would freak me out.
Yeah. So
I'd just be like, what is going to happen to me?
Exactly. So till 5 a.m, I was up, after we went home. And 5 o'clock, I just stood up, got ready, and came for the shoot. And that was the first day of shoot. And there was this one point where he had to go and get his hair and makeup touched up. So he got up and he was just crossing. I was like, abhi nahi to kabhi nahi. I jumped and I was like, sir, if you don't mind, can I ask you a question? He's like, yeah, say. I was like, so yesterday he asked which one of us was Sasha. I was like, please don't kick me out. I said, I'll practice really hard. I'll read up any part you want me to read up, but don't kick me out of here. And he's like, oh, no. One of my assistants played me some of your work, and I felt your voice sounded like a musical instrument. So he was referring to the duduk, the Arabic wind instrument.
Oh.
Ooh, it's got that kind of a tone, right?
Yeah.
So he felt my voice sounded like that.
Oh my God.
And
then you're thinking, I'm back in the game.
no, actually, at this
okay.
point, I was like, oh, so I'm replaceable. So you're going to replace my voice with like the duduk. That's the next thing I'm thinking. It's how special he is to me. And I think I just wanted to be really secure in my mind that he felt he could use my voice. I think it was just that. So I was like a big question mark that day. And
of course.
A month later, he called me to track my first song for him. And that was Kochuryan Vada Vada. It was a solo.
Wow. Once he got, after you'd done Coke Studio or whatever, you had a chance to obviously do the song with him. How did you feel about actually working with him, like, you know, in the space where you're just like, oh my God, what am I going to, like, how it's going to happen?
Yeah.
Like when you were recording the song, I heard that you had a sore throat.
Yeah, it was really bad actually. It was pneumonia with like a lot of things. So I was like literally like a total mess. And he called and I was really sick at the time and I just went. I was like, you know, whatever.
How am I going to get this chance? Like,
yeah. And I went and I thought I'm going to manage, but I clearly didn't because I totally lost my voice overnight. And the next morning I was voiceless. And he's the sweetest. I mean, I went to meet him and I was like, I have no voice. That's literally what I said. And he's like, don't worry, don't talk. He said, I know. He's like, text me when you feel better. I've kept the song for you.
He kept the song for you?
Yeah, and that's not it. It took me another 45
Did you just start weeping?
Yeah, I did that all night anyways. So, you know, there was like nothing left. It's like 45 to 60 days later, I got my voice back finally. And I texted him then. And in between he called to check how I was doing.
Oh man.
And he had kept the song. 60 days later I went and I tracked the song and
oh my God.
Bless him. Like just
no wonder that guy's your hero, dude.
Yeah. I'm smitten. I'm absolutely smitten.
I totally get that. So you know what? We were talking, about your journey so far, but I thought we'd take a little breather and maybe you can sing us one of your songs. So what's the next song you got?
Beparwahi.
This is the song that you've done with Hriday Gatani.
Gatani,
right?
yes.
Yay! Tell me about the song.
We've tried to keep it super commercial. So I composed a song. It's been written by Vayu. And co-sung and produced by Hriday Gatani, who's also sung on the latest song of Rahman sir's, For You, My Love. Yeah. Beautiful track. And it's a love song. We've kept it very hummable, for that matter, and young, youthful, vibrant, all of the good stuff, guys. So we shall sing for you now. And we just released this like last week.
So what's the song called again?
Beparwahi.
मुझे तुम मिल गए तो ख्वाब पाए करीब जैसे कोई देख रहा हो पूछ करके नसीब अब हर खुशी मेरी बात सुनती है दुनिया से पहले तेरा साथ चुनती है तुम हुए जो दिल में जरूरी रहती है फिक्रों से दूरी रास आ गई बेपरवाही सांसें चाहे पाँव अधूरी जिंदगी लगती है पूरी रास आ गई बेपरवाही मुझे तुम की शाखों पे तुमको रख लेती हूँ होती हूँ तन्हा पर साथ रहते हो मिलते हो खिलती हूँ चलती हूँ लगती है सच हर जो बात कहते हो ख्वाबों की डालियों से स्वाद हम तोड़े बिगड़े भी हम जरा बर्बाद हूँ थोड़े है यही बस एक मजबूरी करती हूँ दिल की जी हुजूरी रास आ गई बेपरवाही वो सांसें चाहे पाऊं अधूरी जिंदगी लगती है पूरी रास आ गई बेपरवाही मुझे तुम मिल गए तो ख्वाब पाए करीब जैसे कोई देख रहा हो पूछ करके
That's such a fun song. And it sounds so nice stripped down as well. It's got like a slightly different vibe to it. Man,
Thank
I like
you.
it.
We toned it down for this.
Thank you so much. It's really, really good.
Thank you.
So one of the things that I think is super awesome about of like sort of where you've come from, right? Like I know, and you've mentioned this very slightly, but you literally fought with your parents to do this, right? Because they were kind of like, no.
Yeah.
What happened? How did you even convince them?
Well, they didn't really accept it till I won the national award. Before until that happened. So it took my father 8 years to talk to me.
8 years.
Yes.
Oh, man.
He wasn't happy. So I come from a very academically inclined family. So everyone's just super ultra educated.
Yeah.
And I feel like the ugly duckling because my mother's she's got a doctorate. My father, he's got I think 2 master's degrees and like a couple more things there.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have my master's. I was pursuing my second master's and I kind of dropped out of that as well because my singing career took off.
Yeah.
And then I had zero time to kind of do that. So like I said, it took my father a lot of time to kind of acknowledge that he was okay with the fact that I was pursuing music as a career, as a full-time career. My mother as well, but she was still in touch. I think, you know, the moms are...
Yeah, I get the moms thing.
So my father, last year, he sent me a text after I won the national award. He's like, I'm speechless. And for me, that was like an Academy Award for me. Like just him texting me that much. It just, So they weren't convinced. And I completely understand their plight because I would...
How did you leave?
So like I said, I told them that this is my fight and I want to do it on my own. I have this thing. It's like, you know, I want to be self-made in India. Yeah. So I always wanted this thing where, you know, I could say that, I did it on my own. And I think I've been like that as a kid. Again, a very Capricorn thing. Yeah. So and you're stubborn. And I wanted them to look after my younger siblings, you know, more than me. I wanted them to be there for them. And I knew I was strong and I knew I was very, you know, iron-headed, for that matter, to kind of find my way around.
High five. I'm an older sibling too. We're always, it's one of those things of like forging the path, right? You're always in this space where if I'm going to do it because I just feel like I need to. So when I met you, your first reference was like you said solo, which is like Dulquer Salman's movie, Bijoy Nambiar, right?
Yes.
You said you sung a couple of songs. And then there's so many, man. Some of them I can't pronounce, but like Bum Bum Bole, Ungli, Okay Janu, Jab Harry Met Sejal, Half Girlfriend. When I heard some of your stuff, you do some crazy, especially a lot of the AR Rahman stuff, like your vocal range, like the kind of mad stuff that you do with just your vocal cords, like blows my mind.
Oh, thank you.
I think you're incredibly talented, man. And I feel like you need to put more of that like crazy stuff in your original stuff.
Right?
Because you're so like, you're just like, I do that stuff in this part of my life, and then in my own original stuff, I'm not going to do too much bigging out. But you should.
I'm so glad you mentioned that.
Please, I'm begging you. I was like, just do the crazy stuff. I know it sounds insane, but you're actually so good at it. And I love hearing it because it's it's like the sparkle. Like, that's you.
Thank you.
Please put that in your original stuff.
Yes, I will totally try. It's just that I've been labeled to be like the semi-classical singer. The weird thing is that I'm self-taught most of it.
No, there is a song, and I'm sorry, I'm really bad with the names. There is an AR Rahman song that, yes, is not classical, but you do like jazz runs, right? You do these little, like, it doesn't have to be just classical. You can do this stuff and still bring the twinkle, twinkle, twinkle.
Noted, madame.
So you just mentioned, and it's something that I wanted to bring up as well, that you won the National Film Award for Best Female Playback Singer. Yeah. How did you find out, man? Did they just like call you and just be like, you have won, madam? And then you just started weeping, I'm sure.
And I was shaking, actually. I was sleeping when I got a call. It was like 12 noon, and I sleep at like 8 in the morning, guys. Okay. Yeah. And so I was like midway up, and I got a call from Times. So I was getting constant calls, but I thought I was dreaming that I was getting calls. I don't know if you've
but you don't think it's real.
Yeah, exactly. So I just thought I was like, dreaming of a lot of phone calls. And then I think some 25th or 26th phone call, and it was from the Times of India, and they're like, "Hi, ma'am, like, congratulations." I was like, "What for?" And they're like, "Yeah, you've won the national award." I was like, and I was like half asleep, so I don't recall. I don't know what 80% of what he was saying on that call, and I was like, "You mean my film got the national award, or the composer got a national award?" Or he's like, "No, ma'am, you've gotten." I was like, "What movie?" He's like, "Gatraveliyadai." Then, I think I kind of like partially woke up at that point. I was like, "What song?" And then he's like, "Van Varu Van." And I was like, hold on. You mean like, like best, he's like best female playback. I was like, and I jumped out of bed and my hands were shaking. And I was like, "Would you mind if I called you back?" And he's like, "Oh, no, ma'am, that's totally fine." So I disconnected the call, and I think I was crying. Yeah. I'm emotional, guys. I'm sorry.
I get it.
I am emotional.
I would be too. It's like I'd be in like a state of shock.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm like crying, and my hand's shaking, and then I look at my phone to see if it's a prank call. So I see all these missed calls. So I was like, no, it can't be a prank call. And then the first thing I do is I throw my phone. I go to like this little bappa that I have in my house, and I thank him. Like, I'm grateful because I am what I am because of him. Siddhivinayak, I've done a lot of mannats, guys. Wow. I was like, "Ek gana de dena Rahman sir ke saath bappa." So, like there's like 40 songs with sir. So I did that, and then the first person I called was Rahman sir. And I think he was sleeping too. He didn't answer. He called back later when I guess he woke up. And then the second person I called was my mother.
Oh, man.
And I was crying so bad. She's like, "Beta, what happened? Beta, are you okay?"
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah,
I won the national award.
No, that's exactly what I did. And she's like, "Arey to ro kyun nahi hai? Tu should be happy." So yeah, that was
like,
that
I'm
was how it was.
emotional. It's fine.
Yeah.
Also, one super incredible thing about you is that you've sung in like 12?
13 now.
13? Okay, I've got English, Hindi, Punjabi, Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada, Bengali, Konkani, Arabic.
Yeah. Japanese, I've sung.
You sing in Japanese?
Yeah, I have.
What can you sing in Japanese?
Yeah, there's a track that I sang in Japanese.
I think I've counted out about 11.
11 now, yeah.
Japanese? Oh, I got.
Oh, Armenian. I've sung in Armenian.
What?
Yeah. And
how do you do this?
Yeah, our roots are really complicated. I have partial Iranian and partial Greek roots as well. But I just love languages. I've always loved languages. And growing up, I used to try and pick up as many as I could. So I did learn a bit of Italian and a little bit of German. And Farsi, I do speak broken Farsi. Because my great-grandmother was Persian. But yeah, that's
crazy, dog.
That's where the languages come from.
So fun. Yeah. So, third song, like, you're gonna play for me today?
Yeah. So I released this independently last month.
Yeah.
It's called Ocean's Rain, and there's a lot of history to the song.
Don't tell me about it. That's what the show's about, man.
So this one's about it's about abuse. It's about just there's a lot of pain to the song, and yet there's that feeling of kind of coming out of it and emerging. And
like hope and resurrection, like that kind of thing?
In a way, Although the hope part.
Well, if I could have a hope fart for every time.
The hope part. Why the hell did I? You guys.
That's okay.
Hope part of
throw
it.
me a hope fart whenever you want.
The hope part of it. That was a verbal fart right there. So the hope part of it is very limited. But yeah, it's about bandaged walls. And 6 years of going through that kind of abuse and suicidal thoughts, but kind of coming out of it. It's all of that. But yeah, check it out.
Bandaged walls, 6 walls of fall. Sunlight perspires, can't get in. She is stitched glass, long iced and bruised cracks. Homecoming, I'll never be warm again. But on a good day, a good day, with the devil asleep and the rope untied, she'd cuddle into the wet warmth, a place where the fireplace once burned, and the ocean's rained from a heart of dread, and the ocean's rained. Fire out, the ocean's rained, not a soul found out. The ocean's rained, put the fire out, fire out, fire. Ocean's rain now. Bandaged walls, 6 falls of fall. Sunlight perspires, can't get in. She is stitched glass, long ice and bruised cracks. Homecoming, I'll never be warm again. But on a good day, a good day, with the devil asleep and the rope untied, she'd cuddle into the wet warmth, a place where the fireplace once burned. Oh, oceans rained from a heart of dread, and oceans rained, not a soul found out. Oceans rained, put the fire out. Oceans rained, put the fire out, fire out, fire out.
Oh man, that song. I really do like this song because I feel like you feel the pain in it, man. That's the thing. When you feel that, you're just like, oh. Like the way you were talking about it, the trouble that you're going through or whatever it is they're trying to express through that song, like it really comes off. I get it.
I'm glad.
So, Asha, we're to ask you, since, we've been chatting about you, I thought we could chat a little bit with Ravi and Gaurav as well. So how did you actually meet these two?
So I met Ravi through Gaurav. and I met Gaurav through another friend. I think that's how we all kind of work, right?
All
how,
come
how it
together.
Kind of, So they're both from the True School of Music.
Oh,
Yes.
One of those peeps. No, they're good.
Thank you.
Most of my friends are like working and teaching in True School, and they're out of True School and all kinds of stuff. Some of the best people
I love what they're doing. I'm really happy with what Ashu's doing.
Really, it's incredible what TSM is. So I know some things about you guys. So I'm gonna start with Gaurav.
She's been stalking you.
I have been stalking you. I heard that you're a bit of a table tennis champ. Is that true?
Oh my God, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Did you not?
Oh. Shame on me. I'm so sorry.
Who's telling you all this?
Well, Gaurav, I have my people.
They're people on the inside.
Yeah, man. They're all on the inside. You won't know. It's like stealthy, coming at you like spies. Are you actually a table tennis champ?
Yeah, so I used to play in my college.
Oh.
And I had a team with one of my friends, and we were silver medalist in a tournament. So yeah.
Are you serious?
So this was
I didn't
before
know
I started pursuing music professionally.
Would you have professionally been like a table tennis player?
Not really professional, but I just played because I liked it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
One of those like recreational kind of things.
Yeah.
But obviously really competitive because he was like, I came silver, man. I was good. I also know that you're a former like medical marketing rep,
Oh my God.
like for a pharma company
Yes.
in Bangalore or something.
Yeah, so I worked for AstraZeneca
Yeah.
as a marketing executive in Pune.
Was that a job that you had in between or?
So the thing was, I started as a guitarist.
Yeah.
So then I started pursuing singing because people told me your voice is really good
Yeah.
somehow. So in college, I won a tournament, like solo singing tournament.
Oh, wow.
So that kind of told me that I can pursue. But then I was not really confident about it.
Yeah.
Because somewhere I knew that an average singer can be replaced with somebody else. So you need to put something out of your own, something original.
Yeah.
So when I was in Pune and I was staying alone, I was kind of depressed. So I started writing songs.
Yeah.
So in January I
You
started.
make it sound so funny.
Yeah, such situation gives you a lot of content,
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. So I started writing songs.
Yeah.
And so once I started writing it, I realized that I'm a composer too. And I'm a lyricist too.
Yeah.
So I wrote all my songs. I composed them. And so in 4 months, I had 10 songs. And I was like, really confident that I can do something from this.
Wow. In 4 months, you had 10 songs?
Yeah. So I just called my manager. I'm like, chalo, I'm done.
You were damn lonely, dude. 10 songs in 4 months.
Yeah. That's crazy.
And you had a manager too. I don't have a manager yet. I know, right?
So my boss was like, you are really good in your work, and I can also promote you if you stay. But I was like, no, I need to go. So I came to Mumbai, and I saw this poster of True School of Music.
Wait a minute. He meant manager like in the pharma company.
Oh.
She was thinking like you got
Like a
managed
manager.
by someone.
Like, भाई मैंने 10 गाने बनाए अब इसको ना pitch करना चालू करना है अपने Bollywood में.
So this was my idea. But then when I came to Mumbai and I saw people, what they're doing, I was like, no, I need to learn.
Oh.
And so I joined True
got it,
School
got it.
and I started pursuing music professionally. So I left everything else and now I'm a full-time musician.
Yeah. Mainly a guitarist or you play other
Mainly a
stuff?
singer.
Oh, and he sings beautifully.
Yeah, I heard that you were in Shilpa Rao's, for one of her songs, you were in the choir.
Yeah, so
and
we sung a chorus for her. So she did a cover of her own song with her school.
stuff. Gunguru, right?
Yeah, Gunguru. Crazy song. Like, we did it very nicely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He patted himself on the back. Like, we did really
I know.
Yes, I am a table tennis champ. So, he sang it really well.
I deserved the gold.
So, sweet Ravi. So I do know some things about you. That you're in a couple of bands. One called Kirdar.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're guitarist and composer for the band.
Yeah.
And you're also in another band called Swing Youth.
Yeah.
Please tell me what is Swing Youth.
So it was my first day at school, and like there was one drummer, and he just asked me to let's jam. So me and there's a guy from Nepal. His name is Rehan.
Okay.
So we were jamming, and in the very first day of college, we composed a song. So, and then
Was it a good song though?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah, I loved my song. I mean, my song was just like freaking brilliant.
Yeah, but like
We made one.
no, that wasn't my like kind of like I'd never been to Bombay before, so
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
the beginning and like the first day of school, and you meet so many great people.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's fun. So we formed a band, and that in my first time we did couple of gigs inside and outside Mumbai.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, we like made 4 or 5 originals and did some covers, and like it was fun.
It's fun. Why call yourselves Swing Youth?
Actually, it was the vocalist's old project's name, so he wanted to continue that, but like it turned into something different. But we kept the name.
That's very cool. You're in quite a few bands, man. You're in another
Yeah.
band called Symphony? Or
I
is that-
was in Symphony. That was my
Velour, like your Velour band.
college band, college band. So yeah, it was fun. Like we did Hindi rock and stuff.
Yeah, so besides like Sasha, you like are you still with like these other bands or like are you doing
Yeah. So like in TSM we are all learning. So we have a lot of ensembles, and I'm part of like every semester I'm part of like 10, 11 ensembles.
Oh my god,
So,
I
like,
can
it's a lot.
only imagine.
It's fun actually.
I heard that I don't know if this is true or not, but that you're the most mischievous guy in Kirdar in your band.
Yes.
That's what
Oh.
that's got it. What do you do? What do you mean by most mischievous?
Actually, the
you like the
vocalist is my roommate. I know everything about him, and like at the very right time, like when he like doesn't sing a note right, or like he messes up some time thing, and then I put all those things at that time. So
Basically,
I should learn from him.
yeah,
Yeah.
right.
So all I can,
All the wrong chords, and I'll be like, let's put it all together now.
I'm just imagining Ravi like, dear diary. Do you know what's your vocalist name again?
the swing youths. Oh,
Kedar.
the
Your
Kedars.
flatmate, dude.
Rajat.
Okay, so he'll just be like, dear diary, today Rajat really screwed up. He can't sing. I don't even know why he's in the band. Maybe we'll kick him out. Love, Ravi.
Ouch.
Now he
So he
calls-
does like dear diary, and then one day
Oh my god.
he'll find his diary and be like, "You're mean, man. You are mischievous."
now he calls me mummy.
Where did that even come from?
I don't know.
Now he calls me mommy.
Yeah. Today morning when I was leaving, मम्मी बता दो क्या घर में क्या क्या साफ करने का.
I think I peed a little. That was so funny. That just I did not at all predict you were gonna say that right now.
See that coming,
I
yeah.
always know where conversations are going, and that was totally like, oh, my face hurts so much. Oh, I really like you guys so much. You've made my whole day. So, I wanted to get back to your. It's so hard to get back to this. I'm finding it really difficult.
I've been controlling.
Oh my god, I need to get back to the actual conversation. I'm so sorry. Ravi, you really threw me a curveball, dude.
Do you have those in tennis? Oh, my tummy hurts. I was like, I'm not gonna laugh today. I'm not gonna laugh today.
No, sometimes it happens, but yeah, it's a rare one. But well done, Ravi. I'm proud of you, man. We're talking about your music and a lot of your, like all your indie stuff that you're releasing right now, right? All the stuff that you're performing on the show. The first song was Strings of Air.
String of air.
I was really close. String of Air, just the one string. My bad. We didn't get a chance to actually talk about that song because it was the first song.
Yeah.
But I heard that it's about just vulnerability and like the aftermath of just going through something hard and this real sense of sort of calm. Is that true?
Kind of, yeah. I was infatuated by a guy. And it was a guy who I knew that, yeah, there's no future with him. And then I was like,
This is a struggle, man.
oh my God, tell me about it. And
When you know that you're like, man, I really like you, but I just know this is going to go nowhere.
yeah, it's not going to go
And it
anywhere.
bugs you because you're just like, I know I like you and I can't even stop it.
Right? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. And that's what it was with this guy. And I generally like playing it really safe. Like I'll only get involved if I'm like 100% sure that, you know, it's going to be like a commitment while a relationship. Otherwise, I'm like, suppress, just, you know, kill it.
Yeah.
Kill that feeling, kill that emotion. So I end up doing that a lot. But with this guy, I was like, should I kill it this time? Or should I just cherish whatever there is for as short-lived as it is?
Yeah.
So it lasted for 2 weeks, and I was like, you know what? I need to get control over myself now. And then I was like,
I so understand.
yeah,
man.
right. And it was all emotional. There was nothing there was nothing physical there. It was just a terrible emotional tug of war. And then that's when the song came out, and I was actually very happy that that it led to something, which was a song.
And it's a weird situation to be in because you know that you had the ability to not let it happen, but you're like, I'm just gonna see. And then you go, maybe not.
Yeah.
It's a really odd feeling. Like in your mind, you know who you are and what you would or would not want to do. And then
it's very ambivalent, which is something that comes across in the lyrics as well. So that's why I talk about a string of air. How do you draw a string of air?
that's true.
That's pretty much what. And I was back to black and you dissolved. That means you were just there for a little while, and I went back to my original state of being was, which was black for me, and he just dissolved. Yeah, dissipated.
I love it. Also, who is Poo Poo?
Oh,
So in your video, you're like, thank you, Poo Poo, for inspiring and pushing me to express myself in my language. And I was like, Poo Poo? Who's Poo Poo?
Purvi, I call her Poo Poo.
Because I was just like, everyone I get, and I'm like, who's Poo Poo?
Yeah, she's a very dear friend of mine. Purvi Kotish, a phenomenal artist herself. So I do this thing every Tuesday. It's called Tunes Day for my Instagram.
Oh, nice.
Wherein I put up like a 1-minute cover video. So she's the one, her and Vishal Dadlani, they're two people who kind of got me to put my original content out. So I sent the lyrics to Vishal, and he told me what he felt about it. And then I sent it to Purvi, and she's like, bro, this needs to come out. And then I was like, chalo theek hai. She's like, is hafte agar tune cover dala na, I'm gonna kill you. So I was like, okay, I don't want to be killed, so I will do. I'll do an original song. I'm glad I did it.
Yeah, it was worth it. Like, I'm just like, that's why you're here. So I made it in India. We only do OG stuff, girl.
Thanks, man.
So you sang a song that you done a collaboration with Hriday Gatani, right? You've also done a couple of collabs with someone who's been on the show before. Osho Jain from Aankh Macholi.
Yes, correct.
And I love that song.
Yeah?
Kuch Bhi Na Mera.
Yeah.
Right?
Do you guys know that? Yeah. We just tracked it in like, I don't know, half an hour.
Yeah.
So he just sent me the song, and he's like, yeah, suno, dekho kaise. And we jammed to it on the day of the recording, I think.
I love that song,
It's a
man.
beautiful track.
Please do more stuff with him.
I would love to.
There's something
doing
about
another
your
song.
voices that really complement each other. It's very like I can't explain it. I'm not like, I do a music show. I'm not a musician, but I just like.
You're a great listener.
Thanks. I'm really good at that. Big ears. So yeah, I just don't know what it is, but your voices complement each other really nicely, and I don't know what it is about that song. It just, I think it's also because your voice is so different. And then,
It's that, I think.
Yeah.
And also there's a lot of emptiness in the song.
Yeah.
Emotionally, there's a vacuum that kind of that's generated, I think, because of the way he's kept it very minimal
Yeah,
in
very
terms
much,
of production. And it's the two varying voices. He's got that baritone with me having more of the husk and the
Absolutely.
softness. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that song. Please, I'm one fangirl wants you and Osho to do more stuff together. So please,
Thank you.
I would really like
I shall put that across to him. And we are doing another track together that he's producing. Yeah.
Yes, I like winning. So, so you know what? Besides singing, you also play a bunch of other instruments. You also play keys and guitar and harmonium and another instrument called the kazoo.
Yeah. So I've actually played the kazoo on a track that Mohan Kannan sung.
Oh wow!
There's a song called Bhari Bhari. It was from a movie. But I've played this little, very, it's a tragic song, but in a very humorous way. So it's satirical in a way, and I had to kind of emote that way in the kazoo playing as well. That was very, very interesting.
Wow,
The
that's
song's called
actually
Bhari
cool.
Bhari. Yeah.
So now I just wanted to understand from you what your plans are, because I read somewhere that you've said that you have like, I've got 50 tracks in my head.
Okay, I need to know your sources now. Like for everyone. Oh, yeah.
It's called the internet, and plus I called your mom.
Did she answer? She never answered.
Burn for your mom.
I'll need to call him, Mummy.
Mommy? No, so you've got like some 50 tracks in your head and you want to work with more people to be able to put your music together and out, right? Is that true?
That is. So it's slow and steady. I just recorded one of my songs with Papon. He's done the male vocals. Then there's another track that Harshdeep's singing. There's another track that Vishal's singing on.
Awesome.
There's a few actually. Abhijit Srivastav sang on another track of mine, Chashni Bharat. So there's a lot of people, like I have a lot of support from within the industry.
That's so great though.
Yeah.
Because it also is so encouraging because you feel like you've got that support around you for people who want to work with you and still be able to help you in your musical journey, right?
Totally. Even Mohan sang on a track. And the thing is that these people, they're just such nice human beings. I mean, I keep harassing them. Ye sunna yaar, ye kaisa lag raha hai? You know, can you just check these lyrics? Do they look okay? Or and they'll take time out and they'll listen. They'll be like, hey, I love this part. Or I think you should I think there's a little lack of this over here. They're there. They're just there, and I think that really, really matters. And again, I mean, in their own right, they've carved a niche for themselves. They're already established. Like Vishal's done Pentagram and Agni is there and all these guys. So they're not just in my head. Like the 50 songs that I have, a lot of them are already like
You're
produced.
recording them. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
they're produced.
Yeah, like a lot of them are already produced.
You're ready to release it?
Yeah.
When? Tell me.
Yeah, I've just been really hesitant because hesitant or there's been a lack of time because of my film, like the 13 languages that I sing in. So I like, traveling a lot to record or gig. But now I kind of want to do gigs where I'm singing my own stuff, where I'm singing my creations,
Come on, Sasha.
Yeah,
What is wrong with you, man?
I know. So I'm like totally going to release these songs like one by one. Probably a song a month. That kind of thing.
Across the next,
yes,
like soon or
Yeah.
like next year?
No, every month. So that's what
I'm
we're
gonna
doing.
hold you to that. Okay, I'm just
For
saying.
sure. Please keep reminding me so I'm like totally on
Dear
my feet.
Sasha, where's that next song? So, talking about songs, last song for today.
It's called Hum Kahaan Hai.
Can you tell me a little bit about the song?
So the song, there's a friend of mine called Nishant. He plays the bass and the guitars for like a lot of people, Ayushman and Jasleen and all these guys. So he's a really nice producer himself, and he put up this sample on Instagram.
Yeah.
And he's like, "You guys have any ideas on this?" And I just heard the riff, and I heard it, and I was like, "Can I write something over this?" And he's like, "Go for it." So then I wrote the song. It's in Hindi, and I sent it off to him, and he loved it, and it just grew into a single on its own. It's a love song. I just realized that all the content I write is just so unnecessarily deep, but yeah, this is just
unnecessarily deep. It just shows that you think deep thoughts in the sense that like the depth of your emotions runs deep.
I need to stop thinking. I think that's what I need to do.
It's okay, man. If you didn't think, then there'd be no 50 tracks in your head. So
Thank you. I feel better. So this song is about it's about a breakup, and it's about
I'm feeling it because when you're like that's the talk, right? The question of like, so where's this going? Isn't it one of those questions?
Yeah.
Ravi's like nodding his head, be like, yeah, I've been there.
yeah. So this is more about in retrospect.
Yeah.
So you're like, we were young, we were stupid, and we said things that we shouldn't have said, and we did things that we shouldn't have done. But today, when you think about it, it's like you've changed and I've changed. We're two very different entities.
Yeah.
So, where are we now? That's what the song is about.
न तू वो रहा न मैं वो रही पहले की बातें थी हालात थे वो गलत ना सही थी धुंधले हमें छोटी सी तो बात थी वो साथ थी जो सो राह देखे सोचा बढ़ चले फासलों ने पर रास्ते पलट दिए इश्क आसान ही ये समझते ही हर वजह बेवजह हो गई सा राह देखे सोचा बढ़ चले फासलों ने पर रास्ते पलट दिए
Thanks so much, man. That was so good. I'm excited about this new track of yours, man. So good. So, you know what? If anyone wants to keep tabs on your monthly releases or gigs that you're doing, where do they go to?
So they can definitely go to my Instagram as well as to my YouTube channel. Instagram is instagram.com/Shashaa Sublime. It's spelled SASHASUBLIME. That's the handle. And
Sublime?
okay, let's not go there. It was young and stupid, remember?
Huh. I would never admit the horrific email addresses I had in the
Horrific.
90s. Mine were really bad. So Sublime
yours?
is super chill in comparison.
You think, okay, what's yours? What was yours?
No.
We need to know. Come on.
Off mic, maybe.
You need to
Okay, so I had...
confide in us.
This would have been Hotmail email, because my initials are MT. So it was like empty doofus, DUFIS, 13, because I was 13 at the time, at hotmail.com.
That's not bad. I don't mind that.
Empty doofus 13?
Thank God it wasn't like MTNL, MTNL or something would have just been like, ugh. Yeah, sorry.
So yeah, you were saying we're
terrible.
You keep going off track.
I know.
I saw your father do it too.
Typical. So that, and my YouTube channel is youtube.com/Shashaa Tirupati. That Shashaa is different from the Shashaa Sublime. It's SHASHAA. That's 2 A's. TIRUPATI. Yes. That's where I keep releasing my independent stuff. I used to do a lot of covers. I don't do too many of those anymore. So
awesome. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, made in India.
Thanks so much for being on the show, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
That was Shashaa Tirupati and her band of merry men. Stay tuned for the next bunch of episodes as I bring you my Best of 2019 special, where you get to hear my favorite songs performed on Maed in India. Keep tabs on what we're up to on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, or pop over to see what our studio sessions look like on our Maed in India YouTube page. Oh, and the best birthday gift you can give me this year is buying some of our Maed in India merch. Give it away as a Christmas gift to your mates. Satisfaction guaranteed. It's now time for me to head out. I'll catch you next week. Bye-bye.